Princess Kate reportedly stuns Buckingham Palace reception as she appears in a lilac dress and the Queen's historic pearl necklace for Queen Elizabeth II's 100th birthday tribute. Tell us in the comments where you're watching from. In today's commentary, this is what unfolded at Buckingham Palace on April 21st, 2026, where Catherine, Princess of Wales, joined Prince William and King Charles for a deeply symbolic reception marking what would have been Queen Elizabeth II's 100th birthday. The setting is already loaded with meaning. Buckingham Palace, ceremonial protocol, carefully curated guest lists, and a national memory event designed less like a party and more like a living archive of monarchy. Catherine, Princess of Wales, arrived alongside Prince William, and according to multiple public reports, her appearance immediately became the focal point of online discussion. Not because of drama, but because of symbolism layered so tightly it almost reads like intentional storytelling through clothing. She wore a bespoke lilac Emilia Wickstead midi dress, paired with Bahrain Pearl Drop earrings, originally gifted to Queen Elizabeth in 1947. And then came the detail that sent royal watchers into overanalysis mode, a three-strand pearl necklace strongly associated with the late Queen herself. That necklace is widely believed to have been one of the Queen's most recognizable pieces, even appearing in some of her final official portraits. And this is where interpretation starts doing what it always does online. It stops observing and starts projecting. But you haven't heard the craziest part. The event wasn't just ceremonial optics. Catherine and William reportedly greeted centenarians also celebrating their 100th birthdays, turning the tribute into something more grounded than pure pageantry. Among them was Tony Gledhill, a George Cross recipient, who reportedly shared an emotional exchange with Kate that observers described as deeply personal, almost like a private conversation happening inside a public room. One attendee later described the atmosphere as quietly heavy but warm, which is a strange combination until you realize grief and celebration often occupy the same emotional space without asking permission. Social media immediately amplified the visuals. Side-by-side comparisons of Queen Elizabeth, Catherine, and historical jewelry pieces started circulating within hours. Royal fashion analysis accounts treated the outfit like a coded message, as if fabric and pearls were paragraphs in a speech nobody was officially given. A pop culture comparison fits here. It's like watching someone walk into a room wearing an old family photograph as clothing, and everyone silently agreeing not to say it out loud, but also not being able to think about anything else. Rising attention also came from official social posts shared by the Prince and Princess of Wales, which included nostalgic images of Queen Elizabeth with family members, including moments at the Chelsea Flower Show in 2019. These images didn't need commentary. They already carried it. What stands out in all of this is how controlled symbolism becomes when filtered through monarchy. Nothing is accidental in that environment. Yet everything is open to interpretation once it reaches public timelines. Kate's outfit in particular became a focal point of debate. Some commentators described it as a respectful continuation of royal tradition, where jewelry and clothing act as historical references rather than fashion choices. Others framed it more simply, a visual tribute designed to anchor memory in something immediately recognizable. And then there's the emotional layer that can't be styled or staged. Witnesses reportedly noted a visible moment of connection between Kate and Tony Gledhill, an exchange described as personal and reflective, cutting through the formal structure of the reception. That moment, more than any dress or necklace, is what people kept replaying in discussions online. The emotional peak of the day wasn't loud. It didn't need to be. It was closer to standing in a museum and realizing one exhibit is still alive, still breathing, still remembering things the room is built to preserve. Online reaction reflected that split perfectly. Some focused on fashion symbolism, others on national memory, others on whether modern monarchy still communicates through visual language more than spoken explanation. And that's where the story settles, not in spectacle, but in interpretation overload. Because when a single outfit can trigger historical comparison, emotional reflection, and political commentary all at once, the event stops being about clothing and becomes about collective memory trying to organize itself. In the end, it wasn't just a tribute outfit. It was a reminder that in monarchy, even silence has a dress code.